Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich.
It's Zico! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Sanchez attempts a clearance. Porto have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. Alvarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football.
Well, that's right, as so many sides do these days. I hated playing against players like Luis Suarez. Not that too many met his standard in my time, but he just never let you rest, Peter. He was always around about you, and you knew he was going to pop up and cause you trouble at some stage, whether he was on the attack or whether he was defending.
Alvarez. Oh, well played. Zico. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Gravenberg does well to get it back. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Zico. And the pass is intercepted. Zico. Thuram. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. And he stands tall, impenetrable. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Gullit. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Gullit. Played into space. And that is expertly dealt with. Short changes him with that pass. Gravenberg. Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball. Shot, surely! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Gullit deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Gravenberg. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gravenberg. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Luis Suarez. Marquinhos. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, what has happened here? And Marquinhos. Might be danger. Goes for a shot! Alvarez with the short one. And a chance! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! He gave it plenty and some, crashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Porto have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He is through here. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Marquinhos. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Thuram. Tries to dink it through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bergomi. Yaya Toure. Ledvied. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Porto are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Porto definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schlotterbeck. Robertson. And it's Marquinhos. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Zico.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great skill, that's nice. And here's Doué. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the counter is on. Porto just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ronaldinho. Porto leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again. Shot a goal! And he's heaved it away.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Nedved. Number 17,
That pass isn't the best.
Zico. Number 10, Ronaldinho. Number 21, Gullit.
That is ended up in
Number
no man's
13,
land. Jackie, and he's had a hit.
On the field.
Oh, the ball's run
Number
loose
4,
here.
Pele.
He's done
Number
very well to
9,
get to that.
Italy.
Really anticipated
Number
that
7,
well, didn't he?
Gerrard. Number 14, Ibrahimovic. Number 11, Dembele. Substitution in progress.
Porto have their second corner now. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Van der Ven is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
Porto are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And this is Dembele. Porto do have a chance to counter here. Eto'o going face-to-face with his great rival.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Mbappe gets into a good position. And it's Ibrahimovic looking for options for movement.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
This is Dembele. Good read, needed to be. Noticeable change in the approach to defending. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Cannavaro. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And no, that was never going to make it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Threads one in. Caught offside that time. And he's intervened well there. Dembele. No, again there's no way through. And it's with the keeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bergomi. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that is that. Porto have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
Robert Pires is another outstanding attacking midfield talent, one of the finest of his generation.
Yeah, pretty prolific for a wide player, actually. Gets his fair share of goals.
Yeah, he has a poetry in motion grace about his game and can truly conjure up some magical footwork.
He's on it. Can he get away? He's having a shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to get them off and running. Doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, nicely intercepted. Marquinhos. Zubimendi. Now it's Osimhen. He's beaten the last man. Threads one in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Robertson cuts it out. Now, can they get him away? Perez. That's a little off target. Cherki. Osimhen is onto this. Oh, chance! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Porto are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to...
He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Porto with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Perez picks it up out wide. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he welcomes it in. Cherki! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cherki clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Osimhen. Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Oh, a delicate chip through. Saka could try cutting inside here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And the pass is intercepted. Half an hour played now. Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. He's free, he has got space. Well, that defending is unapologetic. Can he finish? That comes as a mighty relief.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And he's only too happy to take that back.
This is the time you need that pace.
Saka. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
But it's Thuram. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception, well timed. Marquinhos. Zubimendi. Porto do have a chance to counter here. And it's Doué. He's found a way through. Aimed beyond the defence. Doué. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Sanchez gets across to intercept that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Doué shapes to shoot! Superb from Doué! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the comeback is complete. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That was magnificent, the way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Porto get themselves into the lead. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Porto are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Marquinhos. Xavi Alonso. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Doué. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Kaka. Now Costa Curta. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 99. Número 15. Número 10. Número 45. Número 4. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 14. Número 20. Número 19. Número 9. Número 22. Está a proceder a uma substituição.
And it's Thuram. Oh, well measured. Oh, important interception. Zubimendi. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's had it taken off him. Zubimendi. A temporary retreat here.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Cannavaro. Sanchez. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Zico. Now can he find... And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bellingham! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Marquinhos. Had it Zubimendi. And he's had it nicked away. Zico looking to run onto it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, off the bar! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Zico. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Robertson. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Thuram cuts it out. Robertson gets across to intercept that. Zubimendi to Marquinhos. Now it's Alvarez.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Alvarez, just eases him off the ball. And it's Zico. That's a nicely shaped ball. There's the shot! Yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Marquinhos charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pinches it off him. Marquinhos. Played back in. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Zubimendi.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Ferran Torres. He is through here. Chance for a shot! Now it's Perez. Alvarez. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.